Okay. Possibly. It is time. It is time. It is time. It is time.
Brought to you by NordVPN.
Nicht.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Look at you. Uncultured. Unsophisticated. Middle class. No, don't speak. You'll just make me throw up. I'd say cover up with this dinner jacket, but I'm afraid that you'd get your head stuck in the sleeve and asphyxiate.
Help, I'm stuck.
Listen, lowborn. Don't you want to be refined? Don't you want to be fancy, like moi? That's French. I don't expect you to know what it means, but I have some good news. Before this financial year ends, I have decided to make a charitable deduction. It's you, champ. For you see,
You can have premarital sex.
there's virus.
Oh! Wait, what?
It's you, champ. For you see,
You can have premarital sex.
there's
Source? Source? Hello, can somebody find this place? Source! I need the source!
virus. I have made several
Source.
videos, though, which will show you how to bluff
2 girls, 1 cop? Shut the fuck up.
your way to the inner circles. Undetected. Yes. By the time the elites find out,
Neon Genesis Evangelion is psychological and intense.
it will be too late. I get you in, you eat all the hors d'oeuvres, and we get out. That's the plan. And let's begin your instruction with theater, the YouTube premium of upper society. And the first section? Symphony.
Okay.
The first period of performance, that's called Baroque, from 1600 to 1750. This featured Bach and Vivaldi. Now, there was also a guy named Giuseppe Tartini, and he was the best one of them all, because one evening he had a dream where
Okay.
the devil showed up and presented him with a deal. The devil...
Presented him with a deal? Oh no. Like seriously. Like if you guys think about it, like one of the old stories, like these for example, right? Like one of the old stories, like if you read what they actually say, it's kinda unhinged. Like it's actually kinda unhinged.
devil would become his teacher and impart on him everything he knew about music. Yes. Once Tartini had learnt everything he could, he handed over his violin and asked the devil to play. The devil played the greatest musical
Wait,
piece
is this
that Tartini...
what music is that? Why does it sound so familiar?
The
Is this Doom?
The devil played
Is this Doom? It's Doom, right? Oh, it is Doom. Okay, okay. It is Doom. It is Doom. It's from Doom? Okay, okay, okay.
the greatest music...
How great was my astonishing on hearing a sonata so wonderful and so beautiful, played with such great art and intelligence. As I have never convinced in my boldest fights of fantasy, I felt enraptured, transported, enchanted. My breath failed me.
musical piece that Tartini had ever heard. Tartini woke up with a gasp, and he tried to recreate what he had heard in the dream. And what he wrote down was his most famous piece, the best thing he had ever written.
Okay.
And he said, "This is shite compared to the original. This is nothing better than a tribute." And that's where you get the Tenacious D song from. He named this piece The Devil's Trib, and he claimed that the difference between his version and the version in the dream was so great that he would have smashed his violin and quit music forever had he not needed it for his job. Classical,
He actually dropped his musical career because of a dream. Wait, seriously? There's no shot. There's no way. He actually quit? Oh.
1850 to 1830. Mozart and
What the fuck?
Beethoven show up like da 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 da. Now, Beethoven was famously known for going deaf. Once that happened, everyone told him that he should just quit music forever. But he just wouldn't hear it. Anyway, there's so much I could say about these two. Romantic era. Now that's when everybody started kissing, and it's my favorite. Great piece. Mwah. Oh, you played wonderfully too. Mwah. We also enjoyed listening. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. All you need to know about this one is Chopin and Berlioz. Berlioz, however, was not getting any kisses. He was relatably, painfully single, living alone in Paris. The city of love.
Hey, look, come on. Being single is great. The reason why I say being single is great is because you don't have to worry about jack shit. All you have to do is just, you know, worry about yourself, you know? Like me, Saj.
So, here's how it started. He's there and he's in his early 20s, and he is looking for a new GF. So one day, he attends a Shakespearean play. And on stage, he spots an actress, and he immediately falls in love with her. He wrote her many notes, confessing his love. But her DMs
I load into stream and I hear single is great. You heard correctly.
went unreplied.
And well, cool.
So he began writing a symphony about her. Ah, how can she ignore this? And also around this time he started smoking a lot of opium, but don't worry about that. Anyway, so he wrote this piece just for her.
Maybe that's why he was single. He was smoking opium.
However, his
It's literally copium.
DM still went unreplied. For several months he started to get quite disheartened.
Copium.
Until he saw another girl. So he immediately fell in love with her instead. And he said, you know what? I'm going to change that symphony I wrote, so now it's about this other lady, and not about that ugly one that I didn't like anyway.
But she was an actress.
This time, happily, she reciprocated, and they fell in love and were set to marry.
Oh?
Suddenly, what the fuck? Phones haven't been invented yet. Yes, hello, I'm busy. Oh, Rome? To study? Absolutely, I'll catch the first flight out. So Berlioz went to Rome to study music. However, while he was...
Is this John Wick? This is John Wick, right?
So Berlioz went to Rome to
Yeah, that's John Wick.
study music. However, while he was away, he
Baba
got
Yaga.
some news.
Berlioz. I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Some other,
Sacre bleu.
more handsome musician swooped in and married his girl while he was in Rome, and they ran away together.
Huh? That bitch ain't loyal. What the fuck? Wait, they were set to get married, they fell in love, and suddenly she got yoinked and she let him yoink her? Wait, what? Huh?
Berlioz was furious.
But she belongs to the streets. So he went to marry, then he decided to fuck off to Rome. Yeah, but... man... This guy sounds like Guts of Music World. Hey, look, man, you know, the good news is maybe you can write a song about this, right? You getting cheated. There's a lot of cheating songs out there, okay? Songs about cheating. Songs about NTR and bullshit. Maybe he can write it, right?
And he set his mind to solving the problem. I know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna murder her and her lover
What?
and her mom.
Oh!
And then I'm gonna do a self-murder.
Wait, what? What? Easy. Fucking 99 trillion fucking IQ.
Alright, so this gets pretty elaborate. His idea is to dress up as a housemaid.
No,
He
fuck
has
off.
bought both poison and 2 guns. Now he is going to sneak into the house of his ex-fiancée, and there she and her mother will be sipping tea, which he has already
Wait, he dresses a maid. What? You mean a butler, right? He means a butler, right?
poisoned. Then he will pull off the clothing and reveal himself.
Hey, maybe he looks like a femboy on that time. Who knows? Maybe he fits as a femboy. Who knows? Who knows?
Blam, blam, sad overture. So, he heads back home to Paris to do it. But while on his travels there, takes quite a while, he has to change carriages. And when he does that, he leaves the guns in one of the little cubbies. So he's lost all his weapons. What is he going to do now? Well, his next leg on the stop is Genoa, and he decides,
Okay.
you know what? Let's just skip the murder and go straight to the finale. So he stops off in the port city of Genoa, and he's there at the side of the Mediterranean. He pauses for a moment.
So he took drugs, tried to get married, went to Rome, and got cheated on before killing his lover. The man his lover cheated on him with his lover's mother before committing suicide while dressed as a maid. Seems like it. And he's French. Yep.
That he throws himself in. Now, some people see this whole thing happen, and they think he's had an accident, so they run in to try to save him. They pull him to the shore. He lived. So he has now reached his lowest point. He dejectedly continues home. He gets back to Paris, and he wallows around, feeling pretty sorry for himself. But he decides, you know what? I may as well do what I do best in times of trouble. Smoke a lot of opium. And while I do that, I shall write a symphony.
Opium. It's literally fucking opium.
Although I ain't gonna name it after that hoe who stole my heart. And so he went back to work. But here's the thing. It was the greatest piece he had ever written. And it premiered to a huge crowd. And you know what? It was a smash hit. #1 on iTunes. But then, here's a bloody plot twist. Remember the first girl? Well, she attended that concert, and she realized that Berlioz was a genius. And then she wrote a letter to your boy saying how good your bloody symphony was, and sorry about not replying, I just put my phone down and got super busy or whatever. By the
Wait, sorry about not replying. I put my phone down and got super busy on whatever. By the way, I love you.
way, I love you. And so Berlioz goes, well, I love you too. And a year later, they were married. There's a beautiful moral of the story. See, fellas, don't jump in the Mediterranean. Anyway, a few years later, they got divorced. Because weirdly, he cheated on his wife with the housemaid. Not that one, a different one. But
Dude, can people stay loyal? Does loyalty mean nothing to him? Does loyalty mean nothing to people? Like, what the fuck? What a plot twist? What a plot twist, yeah.
But then he married that housemaid. Hooray. But then when he died later on, for some reason, he gets buried with both of them. It's kind of strange. But moving on to the Impressionist musicians. Now that's Claude
Debussy? Claude Debussy? Claude Debussy? What a name! What a name!
what?
Claude Debussy? There's no way they named him that. There's no way. I think the word bussy in the modern days is a little bit copious. Yeah, Claude the Bussy. The Bussy.
Now, Claude, what? You know what? You better go to ad time. Alright guys, welcome back to the Nord stream.
NordVPN stream?
Today we're playing Assassin's Creed 3. Chat, come on, chat. Hey, oh, everyone's spamming Nord in the chat. Whoa, a new follower! Hey, welcome to the Dream Team Sub Cream. Thank you so much for great to see. Oh, unfollowed.
It's awful.
Sorry guys, the cleaners are here. Sorry, just ignore the mess. I haven't cleaned up these bottles yet. No, it's just tea. It's just tea. I stream for 10 hours a day, and it's like the algorithm is against me or something. How come everyone is watching Asmon's stream, and I'm not getting any new followers? I'm playing the games. What more do you want me to do?
Hey, look, come on, man. That is how a lot of streamers feel nowadays.
Just a quick word from the sponsor. NordVPN is the VPN that you can trust. So go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian for a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months for free, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. My God. Today we are gonna be watching the new Snow White movie. I love the intro. Oh, I love seeing that Disney logo. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Guys, I'm just gonna get up and get some food. I'll be back.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
What the f? Who reported my stream?
Oh no!
Hello, my Nordlings. Welcome back to the stream. Can we get some ends in the chat, guys? No, not like that. Mods! Welcome back to
That's so bad.
the ASMR stream for NordVPN. Today I'm going to be drinking a can of Coke while I say the word Nord. Ah, Nord. Thank you for the tier 3 sub. With NordVPN, I can be outside my house, Jack's Film's house, Samito's house.
Jack's Film's house? Oh no, come on, man.
My house, Jack's Film's house, Samito's house, Ordinary Things house. Just like that. Welcome back to the hot tub stream. What do you guys mean? How many hot dogs can I put in my mouth? Why? I'll just...
Why is this so accurate? Why is this so accurate?
Just like that. Welcome back to the hot tub stream. What do you guys mean? How many hot dogs can I put in my mouth? Why? I'll just... Oh my God, $5,000 donation. Thank you so much. You guys are such good friends.
Why is that so accurate? Why is that so accurate? Usually girls at hot tub streams is like, oh, thank you for the 5,000 subs, but then a 5,000 donation, but in their head it's like, that's not enough. You should give me like at least 10,000 or $15,000 and I'll show my pussy on stream or some shit. It's like...
Streaming's not for me. I'd rather go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan, plus 4 months for free. Ad over. Watching Netflix, are you? All tucked in with a 3-hour essay on Good Game Good, and here's why.
Fallout New Vegas is actually the only based Bethesda game.
Turn that off. I've got something for you much less enjoyable and far more expensive. We're going to the theater. Theater, from the ancient Greek theatron, the most dramatic of the Transformers. It means a place for viewing. Here's a Roman theater. They were quite simple back then. You have the stage, the auditorium, and the vomitorium. Now, for a very long time,
That looks kind of cool.
people thought that the vomitorium was a place where the Romans would gorge themselves, where they would eat so much that they would throw up and then gorge themselves again because they were so decadent and or bulimic. But it comes from the word vomir, which means to spew forth. because that's where people go in and out. So vomitorium is just a dramatic way of saying the entrance. Now, if you skip forward to the 1800s, things are getting a lot more modernized, but they still didn't have electric. So they had what's called the limelight. And that's why they say, to be in the limelight, to be the star of the show. What they would do was take a piece of quicklime and heat it up super, super hot, which will naturally glow very bright. They would then take reflective mirrors and lenses to focus the beam, and they would use that as an early form of the spotlight.
That's actually pretty cool. Very, okay, back then, okay, fair enough. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. If you think about it, that's actually pretty cool.
The limelight is not because it's green, but because it's made from quicklime. In the modern day, things are a lot more advanced, and they can do all sorts of cool shit with like lasers going into your eyeballs and all sorts of stuff. But it's not just the tech that's had an upgrade, it's the architecture as well. In Elizabethan times, they had the yard, and you could get in here for about a penny apiece. And this is where all the poor people stood to watch the shows. It's like when you go to Oppenheimer and you end up with the worst seats in the IMAX theater, right? But thankfully, in modern times, we have fixed that problem. We kicked out all the poor people and we sunk the floor down low and put in an orchestra pit. Now, these things are usually 6 to 12 feet deep, so they're not obstructing the audience's view.
Okay, fair enough. Also, guys, can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure, because I feel like the chat is a bit delayed. Is everything delayed so far, or all is good? It shouldn't be delayed by too much, right? SP the orchestra is 12 feet. Yes, you guys can hear me? I'm just making sure. Yes? Okay, good. Okay. Okay, I am just making sure.
But having a giant hole at the end of a stage is quite dangerous. So usually they put a big net there as well. And yet...
Hi guys, how's it going? Going good.
A lot of people still get pitted. Like a lot of people. In 2011, during a production of The Sound of Music, one of the lead actresses fell into the orchestra pit and was left paralyzed from the waist down. In 2009, a conductor, not a superconductor, just a regular one, fell 14 feet into the dark pit and broke 9 vertebrae and 1 ankle. Mamma mia. And he fell on his pointy conducting thing. At the Bolshoi Theatre, a violinist died from his injuries after falling into the pit.
He died! Wait, what?
A violinist died from his injuries after falling into the pit.
Oh. They died! What the shit?
This theatre is prone to all sorts of accidents, by the way. It's kind of cursed. But performers and musicians aren't the only ones falling into the pit. In 1988, an 82-year-old man fell from his balcony box seating all the way down into the pit during a performance of Macbeth. He died. Very spooky. Even already dead people are getting pitted. In 2016, a man sprinkled... Even already dead people are getting pitted.
Really? Really? Internet historian? That fucking posture? Fuck. Fuck. That posture. Oh no. Oh no.
In 2016, a man
that is too good. That is too fucking good.
Sprinkled his friend's ashes into the orchestra pit at the Met Theatre. This happened during the intermission, and it was a sort of tribute to a mentor of his. But of course, people went, "What the hell are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know," and he flees the scene. Everyone's coughing and sneezing up dead guy, and people think, is this anthrax? What is this? So they call in the anti-terrorism police, and the whole show is cancelled for the rest of the evening.
Bruh.
A quick intermission.
Okay.
Or is it? Ooh, fiddle-tee-dee, I am the trap master. Not like that. Do not ask me to reveal my secrets, woman. I have dedicated my life to the mysteries of the theater. Ah, the theater. She has so many enigmatic traps. Let us start with the most simple, yet devious. The wall trap. It allows the actor to walk directly into the set piece. Ah, where did he go? Nobody knows. Cast your eyes over here to the genie trap. Now the victim stands on this dumbwaiter, and a counterweight launches their hapless body up onto the stage. Wheesh! In the olden days, this circle of flaps would sometimes go on top, and then that would make the whole thing just one way. Now, back when they made this thing, they didn't have hydraulics. So instead, they'd have like 6 stagehands pulling as fast as they could. And sometimes it would go totally wonky, or it wouldn't open properly, or they'd only get about halfway through. Oh, well, I guess that's it. There's only 2. Wrong! This is the vampire trap. And if I want to come back up again, this is called the sunroof trap. Very cool. Watch out for the closing doors on this one. It managed to trap Spider-Man's foot back into production in 2013.
No shot!
Doors on this one. It managed to trap Spider-Man's foot back into production in 2013.
No fucking way! Oh no!
Me and the Green Goblin, we collabed on this one. All right, there's one more. The Ghost Glide. What you do is stand on the...
Guess his spidey senses was on vacation? True.
...the slidey bit, and it ascends diagonally, which makes it look like he's coming out of the ground. But the ladies are there yawning, they're going, ooh, short ghost. But then... 5 foot, 5 foot 1, 5 foot 2. All the ladies are turning their heads now. 5 foot 3, 5 foot 4, 5 foot 5. All the ladies are loving it. Now, I bet you're wondering, what happens to the actors when they go down these traps? Are they dead and gone forever?
I'm gonna come.
Yes, sometimes.
Why is that so perfectly timed? Why is that so perfectly timed?
In 1888, Frederick Federici was playing the role of Mephistopheles in Faust at the Princess Theatre in Melbourne. As he descended the trap at the end of the play, goodbye, everybody, goodbye. He had a heart attack and died. Never seen again.
What? As soon as he went down, he had a heart attack immediately.
At the end of the play, goodbye, everybody, goodbye. He had a heart attack and died.
So as soon as he go off stage, he just died of cringe. Bruh. Hell of a farewell. That's a hell of a farewell, yeah. That's a hell of a farewell.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Bruh. Unlucky.
Never seen again. So as you can imagine.
That's like... What is the guy name again that died in Fast and Furious? What is that guy's name again? Paul? Is it Paul Walker? Is that his name? Paul Walker? It's like after the 7th movie or during the 7th movie, he just passed away or something. It's something like that, you know? I mean, it is pretty sad Paul Walker died because he's actually kind of awesome from what I know. He's pretty awesome. But damn, this is like pretty similar.
And died. Never seen again. So as you can imagine, with this many deaths, the theater has become a highly haunted place. Oh.
Car crash? Yeah, he died in a car crash.
Oh, yes. In fact, sometimes you can put your ear right up to the wall and you can hear 2 male ghosts wrestling. Can't fake that. Ah, another ghost hole.
Oh no. Another ghost hole. What am I reading? What do I see?
Hole. Don't look inside. I did once. Almost went blind.
Speaking of which, I need to tell you guys something. Okay. I went to a because my friend wanted to have a party in a nightclub, right? My friend wanted to have a party in a nightclub, and it's a gay nightclub. It's basically a gay nightclub. I'm not gay, I'm basically bi. I like men and women. I like trans. I don't care what I don't care what you are. If you have a hole, then there's a fucking goal. Okay? Humans are humans. That is how I see it. But then my friend is gay. So my friend wanted to go to a gay bar, and I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, sure, let's have some fun. You know, I'm not gonna do much though. I'm just gonna go and drink. I went to the toilet. And guess what? The toilet has a fucking glory hole. And then fucking two people stick their fucking dick out on each side. And I'm just like, guys, I'm taking a shit right now. Seriously. And they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, guys, I'm taking a shit right now. Dicks! I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. This was in Thailand, by the way. This was in Thailand. This was in Thailand. So I had to speak. It's like, guys, this is the wrong time. This is the wrong time. What a missed opportunity, monkey.
That's why I wear the mask. Anyway, because of all the ghosts, the theaters do whatever they can to keep the...
Honestly, it was kind of cringe because I'm not a person to like having sex with strangers. I'm actually a person that really likes to have exclusivity. I want to stick to one partner. I'm not more of a polyamorous. I'm monogamous. So when I see those two cocks out there, I'm just like, hey, ew, ugh. You know, I'm just like, ugh. I'm just like, ugh. Moon monkey. Hello, orderly altery. Welcome.
The spirit.
The worst you could say is no quiz. Monkey.
It's happy. See this? It's called a ghost light. When everything is closed, it is kept on always. Kept on for the ghosts, so that they don't, bump their shins in the dark or whatever. At the Palace Theatre in London, there has been some ghostly activity.
It seems to be...
Wait, what is this video? What is this video? I've never seen this video. What is this video? It looks kind of old, too.
They don't, bump their shins in the dark or whatever.
My
At the
room.
Palace Theatre in London, there has been some ghostly activity.
It seems to be a bit of a hotspot for ghostly activities.
And that's why they always keep 2 empty seats at the back, so that the ghosts may sit there and watch the show.
So that's why we
It's an old jump scare video? Ah, I see.
traditionally kept a couple of seats off sale for the ghosts. However, Harry Potter is so popular that we sell those seats now.
Oh. Also, most theatres close for 1 day per week, and on those days,
Bah.
the ghosts are left to perform for each other in their own shows, which they like, we think.
I was worried about my own vagina. It
Oh,
needed a
finally, the vagina monologue.
context of other
Bussy.
You know, I wasn't always part of the elite. In fact, from a very young age, I grew up in an orphanage. No, my parents weren't dead. Rent in that building was just really cheap. But my parents showed me no affection. And as soon as they could, they sent me off to boarding school. But boards were always their passion, not mine. I tried to run away, but they
God damn it. God damn it.
caught me. And boy, did they throw the book at me. Alas, I did not dodge in time. I spent the next few years in a coma. A Native American town, Pueblo, a coma. And the people there taught me how to read American. They also had a local library, and I spent my days buried in books, learning as much as I could about the arts.
Is that Ninja? Wait, that's Fortnite Ninja, right? Is that the blue-haired ninja logo? Yeah?
And once someone noticed me buried under those books and they rescued me. I knew I wanted to teach default character presets like yourselves, all about Shakespeare.
The cringe ninja monk. The ninja book?
Editor's note. I started Googling Shakespeare and I got kind of distracted, so I don't know. Here's a WAV file. You can do something with this. Put him in like a classroom or something. Alright, attention, everybody. I am your new teacher. You are a bunch of troubled inner city youths. All you know is shoot gun, fail test, and crime. But I'm here to teach you that actually, books and reading and stuff are actually pretty epic after all. Now, the earliest known written language is what, Mr. Single Parent Household? I don't know, teach, but you're never gonna get through to me. Oh, really? Well, what if I go back in time? Back in time. In the long, long ago, very few could read. But to be fair, most of the written languages were kinda shit. This is cuneiform, the very first written language, and it has far too much punctuation.
Interesting language. Wait, why does this one look like a thighs and pussy? Like here, it's like a wearing an underwear, and these two lines here are basically like thighs. What does it look? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Okay, look. Okay, I'm not gonna question it. Okay, I have a dirty mind, so I'm you know. Okay, I'm okay. Look. Okay. Let's go. Let's continue. Okay. Let's continue. I'm pretty sure that's saying my parents aren't home.
Then eventually came along the Egyptians, and they invented emojis, but they would call them hieroglyphs. Anyway, the typical written thing would go like this. Message for you, sir. Big bird, man with stick, man sitting, circle. Oh, more bills. Eventually that became quite annoying, so the Phoenicians, who were a kind of Lebanese, very progressive especially for those days, now they came up with a better idea. They started going, hey, that sounds a bit like an A. Buh, that sounds a bit like a B. Kuh, and so on, until we had a proto-form of the alphabet. Now, the Greeks thought that was pretty neato, but they said, let's come up with an even better version with 22 letters, and soon that will be like English. Oral history. Greeks, more like geeks. Got 'em. Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you about something highly relatable. Of the surviving Greek works. Well, let me tell you about something.
A book, you say, what do I plug it into your mind?
Highly relatable. Of the surviving.
Wait. Prometheus Bound, Orpheus Right Clockwise. Jesus, okay.
Greek works. The greatest hits were the Iliad and the Odyssey. Now, because most people couldn't read, this stuff wasn't written down for a very long time, and instead it was memorized and performed. And when they performed it, they used one of these, a lyre. Now, this was great for conveying tone, right? So here's a soft bit, doo-doo-doo, but then this is a big dramatic bit, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Now,
Doom background.
the Iliad starts with this guy, Menelaus, king of Sparta, and he has a wife, Helen, and she is a very fine lady.
Dude.
King of Sparta, and he has a wife, Helen, and she is a very fine lady.
Look, I saw an in real life woman of this character. She's actually really pretty. She's like, I saw an in real life woman of this character. She's actually quite pretty. I'm not sure if it's real or not, but if it is, she's actually really pretty. She's really, really pretty. But in the game, they made her look like shit. I don't know why. I don't know why.
And then the Prince of Troy shows up. His name is Paris. And he goes, "Damn, shorty, awooga, awooga." Okay? Yeah, that's what he'd say, right? And he and his boys abduct her and took her all the way back to his crib in Troy. Now this makes Menelaus quite miffed.
Hey, hold on there, Buster.
He declares a turf war, but he can't win it alone, so he calls on his homies. Odysseus, king of Ithaca, and Achilles, the best drive-by shooter of all time. But Achilles is not in the mood to fight, so the whole of the Iliad is basically spent trying to convince this guy to get involved.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Eventually, they win the turf war by being very sneaky. They make a giant horse, which is the symbol of Troy, and they leave it at the front gate. That's their way of saying, "Oh, I guess you win. We're walking away."
You know, sometimes I hate internet historian. Like, I don't actually hate him, but it's like a saying because he just fucking remind me of the Lego games I used to play. God damn it. I fucking hate him sometimes. Like, the herding Dochang horse, yeah.
Away now. And meanwhile, thousands of soldiers go off and hide in some bushes. Now, the Trojans are very suspicious, but they can see that the Greek ships are actually sailing away into the horizon. So they know, oh, it must be real, must be real. We've won the many years war. But
Lego Star Wars? I haven't played Lego Star Wars. It's actually pretty funny. It's quite fun.
Actually, there's almost no one on those ships, and there's a surprise inside the horse. Later that night, when everyone's asleep, boiling hot tzatziki everywhere. And also some soldiers wearing thermal protection. They get out and they open the gates, and then everyone comes out of the bushes, running into the city, and kill everybody. After they win the war, Odysseus heads back home to Ithaca. However, on his way, he starts making beef with Poseidon, god of the sea. And
Why? Why? Why would you piss off Poseidon? Oh no.
On his way, he starts making beef with Poseidon, god of the sea. And Poseidon is mad at the...
Where's Kratos when you need him? Where's Kratos when you need him?
disrespect. So he sends Odysseus on a long-ass detour, and that detour...
Kratos is super hot for me, by the way. He's daddy material, so please don't try to, don't tempt me on being horny, okay?
is the story
What do you
of
think?
the Odyssey. Pretty epic, right, kids? Whoa, Tish, that's fire. I'm starting to come around. That Odysseus guy is literally me. Yeah, I'm gonna try that horse trick on my ops. Homer from Homer's Odyssey is not a character in the story. He's the guy who tells the story, and then people wrote it down. Now, moving chronologically to the next big one you've...
Fun fact, Kratos is actually a myth. They're actually the most ruthless enforcer for Zeus. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the game version, though. I'm talking about the game version.
Got the Bible. And for all practical purposes, this was basically an oral tradition too. Most people were illiterate by this point, and the Bible was written in Latin, and pretty much only the clergy knew Latin, so they would be the one to recite it to people.
It says that the cute lady at the front should go on a date with me, please. Listen, the rules are the rules. I didn't say it, the book did.
There was a translated version into English, the Wycliffe's Bible, and you better believe that thing was a threat to the order, so they made that illegal to own.
What?
And if you were found with an unlicensed copy, the punishment would be death. So it remained. The Bible was read to the people. Now, by the 1300s came Chaucer, who wrote the Canterbury Tales, and that was a pretty big deal.
Get this book now.
Because it's one of the first significant works written in Middle English. It describes a bunch of people making a pilgrimage from Southwark to Canterbury, which is here to here, which was the longest journey anyone had ever made in the 1300s.
This is not true. You guys can't see it because the model is blocking it, but there's a letter right behind me saying this is not true.
Journey anyone had ever made in the 1300s. Now, it's a whole series of stories, and most of them can be boiled down to, how come if everyone is on a pilgrimage, you're all so focused on material stuff? Oh, hypocrites much? Dong. It's now the 1600s, and they've updated all the textbooks from Middle English to regular. In 1601, King James I said, all right, you know what? Let's everyone have a copy of the Bible they can read. Let's do a King James Bible. I won't feature in it, but I'd love to be in the title. And he commissioned a committee of scholars to rewrite the thing in English, God's language.
Now I can't speak Spanish or anything.
It took 8 years. And that brings us to Shakespeare. And he's a huge deal. Oh, look, we're out of time. But sir, we're supposed to do penis inspection day today. No, there's no time. Roll the end card. The end. Alright, that's the lesson. You watched the whole video. Or at least, you had it on in the background while you scrolled your phone. And I couldn't be prouder of you. There's just one more quick thing I want to tell you about. Theatre props. For example, this gun. Now, the thing... Oh, look who it is. I know what you're thinking, but it's just an actor. We all know that the real Lincoln is dead. You know, when he fell asleep on the tracks of the Underground Railroad. Anyway, this thing is super realistic. Although the trigger is a little loose... Right. Although the trigger is a little loose. Ruh-roh. Oh, I can't believe you did that. But I won't tell anyone. And, in fact, good news. I'm gonna make you my little protege. And I will be your protojo. And I got so many more lessons to teach. Still here, huh? Yes, just a little cleaning. More good news. Next video is almost done. It'll be on incognito mode, and it's about the art. And the next main channel video is also nearly done. That'll be out shortly after. If you're looking for more content in the meanwhile, we have another channel called Story Mode. The Metal Gear Solid and Forspoken videos are especially good. Don't...
Why is it Mark Zuckerberg?
Forget NordVPN. Thank you for watching. More soon.
Not bad. Not bad. Guys, make sure to go to his YouTube channel, give it a subscribe and a like. Okay? Give Internet Historian Incognito Mode and whatever the fuck the other channel is called. I already forgot. Please give a like and sub. He makes some good content. He makes actually really fun content. Give him a like and sub. Not me though. I want to deserve things. But yes, give him a like and sub.